Want to learn how to quickly stylize images? In this video I'll show you 3 easy steps to do it yourself. Step 1. I start by outlining the basic shape of the frog. I mark all the key elements, the legs, eyes and back, but only the outer contour at this stage. Before jumping into the final drawing, I always start with a rough pencil sketch. The more complex the subject, the more detailed the sketch needs to be. Once the main outline is done, I move on to filling in the darkest shadows using a black marker. Looking at the reference, you'll notice the deepest shadows are around the eyes, along the belly and on part of the back. Next, I move on to drawing the skin patterns. This frog has some really cool spots that almost look like snake markings, very distinctive and fun to draw. As you can see in the video, I lightly sketched these spots with the pencil first. That helps me place them accurately later with the marker and avoid any mistakes. I'm not copying them with photographic precision, instead, I'm stylizing the pattern to make the drawing more expressive and artistic. Next, I begin shading the areas that are still unfinished, in this case, the texture along the frog's back. Frogs often have rough, uneven skin, and here I'm adding shadows to suggest that natural bumpy surface and bring out those interesting details in the form. Step 2. Now it's time to shade the spots and stripes on the frog's skin. You can also try using dots instead of lines. This method gives a cleaner, more even tone, but it does require a lot more patience and precision. For me, shading with strokes feels more natural and faster, even if it's a bit messy. If you look closely, you'll see my lines aren't perfectly clean, and that's totally fine. The goal is to keep it expressive, not flawless. Here, I'm finishing up the shading on the legs, and you can already see the first sense of volume starting to take shape. We now have two distinct tones, the deep black areas and the softer, lighter shading. Even with such a limited set of tools, we are still able to create a nice sense of depth. What I really like about this shading technique is how quick and efficient it is. You don't need to spend hours on a single drawing to get a strong result. Next, I move on to the spots and stripes on the upper part of the body and the frog's head. I shade these areas fairly quickly as well, and from a distance, it creates a nice, even tone that blends everything together. One of the things I really enjoy about this technique is how it naturally gives the drawing a stylized feel, rather than aiming for strict photorealism, and that makes the process more creative and expressive. I'm also following the contours of the frog's body as I shade, based on how the light and shadows fall in the reference. Even though the shading is done with simple strokes, this approach helps suggest depth and volume in a subtle but effective way. Step 3. Now I start adding the texture to the frog's skin. In this part, I'm working without any pencil guidelines. I am placing the shadows by eye to suggest the bumpiness and natural surface of the skin. What I really like about this reference is the variety of textures. The upper part of the body has smoother skin with spots, while the back is much rougher, with visible bumps and warts. And you can create all of that using just a regular marker, combining different types of strokes and dots to bring out the details. Here I'm finishing up the warts on the skin, and at this point you can already see that the drawing is nearly complete. Finally, I move on to the frog's eyes. This is the only area where I use small dots instead of strokes, because the texture here is more delicate and really benefits from a precise approach. I find that dots work perfectly for capturing that subtle detail in the eyes. To finish the drawing, I added a touch of color to make it pop. And with that, our frog illustration is complete. Love this style? Subscribe and let me know which animal you'd like to see next.